What's good, Kansas City? Right back, ain't cheating. So today, Kansas City, we out here at the Gardner Justice Center. This is their police station. This is their municipal court. So we finna just slide up on in here just to make sure people in here do honor and respect our rights to record in public peacefully. On the way in, Kansas City, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you at it, gently smash that like button. And most definitely, leave a comment. Yes, guys. This is nice. Let's see what they got for us.
Can I help you?
Nothing at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need something.
Okay. Should have got his name and his badge number. Again, you guys, this is Gardner Police Department. So far, they've been great. So far, they've been great.
When I was talking to the tech, on the chat video, he was saying our antivirus was being aggressive, and then we were seeing them in the past, right? So it could be once it joined, it would have been fine, but it wouldn't join. So the consensus of all the guys were to reload it to fix that piece, and of course, we have to reset everything back up.
Let's see what they got over here. It's a courtroom. Yeah. One thing that I do notice, and this is just about the whole city of Gardner, is it's extremely clean. Kansas City, I must say, they definitely take care of their yeah. How you doing?
Hi,
Can I get your name?
Melanie.
Melanie. How you doing, Miss Melanie?
How are you?
Yes.
Do you need help with something?
Huh?
Do you need help?
Not at the moment. I'm just shooting a video. Okay, here in a sec, we're going to probably ask for a supervisor. See if they give me a tour. Like there's not too much to see. See if this works. All right. Like a supervisor. All right. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I didn't get your name and your badge number when you came up.
Miguel, 706.
Are you a supervisor?
I am, yeah.
Okay. And I was wondering, can I get a tour?
Oh, we don't have time right now, man. We're people are out. I don't have time to do that right now.
You don't?
No.
Is the captain here?
He's not. That's who was supposed to give it to you, but he's not here.
So Captain Roberts is not here right now.
He is not here.
They told me he was up here.
When?
About maybe 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, I had a run-in with one of your officers, and he said Roberts was here.
He's not. I can go check for you though.
Yeah, please go check for me,
Yeah.
please, just so we sure
He
here.
hasn't been here all day, but.
Okay. All of these are key access. Those are the restrooms. I walked a long way to get here, Kansas City, so I think he better be here because that was a long walk. I probably walked about a mile to get here. So I mean the cardio was cool, but Officer of the quarter, Officer Hammer. What? Y'all remember Officer Hammer? He didn't even come and speak to me at Patriots Bank. Good thing though, he went and educated them, and he didn't even speak. Hammer and Captain Roberts pulled up to Central Bank, and that's when we had our encounter. I got to speak with Hammer, so it's good to see that he's doing good things, man. Got his picture on the wall, man. Salute to Officer Hammer. Yes.
Captain Roberts is not here.
He's not here?
He's not here, but Captain Hayes will come over here and talk to you.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a captain as well?
Yep.
Captain Hayes, great. So this is going to be a first, Kansas City. I haven't got to meet Captain Hayes yet, so let's see how this one goes. Doors coming, shutting, babies. I just now realized that that's an actual pumpkin. How you doing, man? Captain Hayes?
I'm Captain Hayes.
How you doing today, sir? Can I get your
Good.
name and badge number, please?
Yeah, it's Captain Hayes. My badge number is 804.
Thank you so much for being professional, man.
Yeah.
I was told that I can come up here and that you guys will give me a tour.
Yeah, we can do that, absolutely.
You can do that?
Yeah, we
Great.
can do that. So we can start in here. So this is obviously our lobby area. We're connected to municipal courts. So if somebody has city court, they're able to come right up here to the Justice Center and handle anything they have with us, along with the court side. So our courtroom is over here. They have court staff here that works at, during regular business hours, and then we have court in the evenings, 2 nights a week, usually Tuesday and Wednesday. So they handle that over here. We can walk through, and I can kind of talk through everything. So off of the main lobby here, we have a community room and training room over here. We'll walk through there.
Okay.
And talk through stuff.
What was the last training, y'all? What was it about?
We have training all the time. So almost every week we have training either with stuff that's hosted either here. Like the last event we had in here was last night we had our Explorer Post Information Center information meeting where we met with all the kiddos that might be interested in joining the Explorer Post. So we have 40-seat training room in here with full audio visual support, that kind of stuff. So and the training room is not only used just for law enforcement stuff. We host all kinds of stuff in here. There's different civic events that occur. Chamber of Commerce has held events here, things like that. So it's a free of charge room that we make available to anybody that needs it, that is willing to agree.
Are all the meetings are they recorded?
No.
I see these cameras above
Yeah, the cameras are for the ability for us to zoom stuff in. So
Okay.
we've had retirements and stuff like that that we held in here that we zoomed out to people that couldn't attend, things like that.
Okay.
So it has the ability to do some of that stuff if needed.
That's something clever to know. That a good resource out there for people that can't make it. You can Zoom call the meeting.
Yeah. So it's it's a nice thing because we had when the KC Air Show was going on. We held a bunch of the meetings that were in support of running the Kansas City Air Show that happened over New Century. When that was going on, there were people that were coming from all over the country to help put on the show, right? So they couldn't come to Kansas City every time there was a meeting. So they would zoom in who couldn't be here, members of the the Angels or Thunderbirds or whoever else needed to be informed on what was going on with stuff. So
here's a little. That's cool. I can't tell if that's a painting or an actual picture. It looked like a painting. Get a little for these snapshots. How long have you been an officer?
I actually just crested into my 25th year.
Wow. So how long are you till you considered a greenie?
Consider what?
A greenie, a rookie?
A rookie? Oh, I don't know.
How many years do y'all consider them a rookie before they convert over? I done heard everybody say something different. I heard somebody year,
I think
5.
it depends on the person, right? Like everybody grows at a different pace, right? And some of it depends on, I think what you see is it depends on the person's personal experiences in life.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like if somebody is, gone through schooling and maybe they served in the military or maybe they served in a different profession for years, before choosing law enforcement as a career path.
Yes, sir.
That usually that lends to their maturity and their life experience, right? Makes it easier for them to gain a bigger perspective faster.
I never heard nobody give that answer that everybody learns different, so you don't quite categorize everybody.
Yeah, I think the person decides when they're. I mean, you see an increase in confidence, exponentially. You know what I mean? That first year is a real growth curve for people. I won't be able to bring you in there just because of the amount of a bunch of record information.
That's fine.
That's our records area. So we have a records clerk that works out of there, a police clerk, our special services officer that handles codes complaints and animal control calls works out of there. We have an administrative sergeant and our community policing all work out of this area here, in the records area. But we can head deeper in if you want.
All right.
We can go on through here. So this is just our
I think I know this guy. Is that Hammer? No, that's not him.
That is not Hammer.
That's not Hammer.
It's Detective Deere and was Detective Hayes before he retired. So
okay.
We like to have pictures up in here just to remind us of some of our history as well.
Yeah.
So you'll see some of the pictures will be in here and be kind of old. So we have kind of our ease of access corridor here that shows.
This their favorite part. This is what everybody wait for right here.
Yeah, it's important to train on everything. So as you can see, that's Sergeant Viruete there doing a commercial vehicle inspection. So this is our access. The administration offices are over here, so I office out of there along with the chief of police. Here we have a couple of vestibules that are really nice. So the nice thing is that when you take your lunch break, you just never know when you're in law enforcement if somebody's going to come up and maybe have not the greatest of intentions at any moment, right? So when we have these here, it allows somebody to kind of decompress, be someplace where they know they're in a secured area.
Okay.
They don't have to watch their back every moment, right? They can just sit down there, have their lunch, take their break, and then go back out to service. So
what was the name of the chief of police?
Chief Pamela Waldeck.
Pamela Waldeck?
That's
Okay.
her name. Yep, she's
Pamela
the chief
Waldeck.
here. She's got some meetings going on today, but
Okay, it would have been good to shake her hand.
well, I'll see if she's when we're all done. I'll see if she's available for a second. I'll walk you back here. I'm not going to take you all the way into investigations, but I do want to show you our interview room.
Man, that'd be what's up.
Yeah, so come on in here. We don't have any interviews going on right now, but I'll just kind of show you. I like to show off. So we have these facilities here. We have 3 interview rooms. 2 which are called hard interview rooms. That's kind of what they're referred to as. Not a lot of soft furniture in here. As you can see, there's no decoration in here.
Just
right?
on the interview room.
Yeah, so we have these 2 rooms that are considered hard interview rooms, and then we have what's more of a soft interview room. So this is the other hard interview room.
Let me see if I can see that.
There, everything's motion.
Okay. This is a soft one.
No, this is a second hard interview room. This is the soft interview room in here.
Okay.
So this is if we're needing to sit down with maybe a family that's going through something,
okay.
And have an interview with them, as opposed to somebody that's maybe, you know, maybe a suspect.
Let me test this though, man.
See if it's soft enough.
Not bad, man.
All right.
Not bad.
Yeah, so, you know, sometimes when we're having to sit with people, unfortunately, it's the absolute worst day of their life. So, you know, if you can make it a little bit less terrible by having a comfortable space to sit in and talk about something.
Do y'all have one with the window thing like we see on TV?
No, nothing like that. You know,
what is that one called?
Have, I've never worked someplace that had the two-way mirror. You know, I think that's something that ends up more on.
Can we go out back and look at some cars?
Yeah. Do you want to circle around though? We can.
Yeah.
Okay, we get out there.
Most definitely.
You know, I think that's something that I guess I haven't had personal experience with. We are able to monitor the interviews if you're not in the interview via video. So. This is our retiree wall. So these are all the officers that have retired
Salute.
from the Gardner Police Department over the years. So we like to keep their pictures up to, you know, remind us of the service that they provided. It's our break room. It's just like every other break room. It's got food all over in it. It's a mess all the time, but that's what it is. We just have a nice display case here with pictures of, you know, some of our former staff, information about the construction of the facility, things like that. Old equipment.
When was they used? If you know, can you
I think they went out of service like in the early 2000s. So you know they were you know,
that's old, you guys.
Police equipment, like everything else, grows over time, and so that's, you know, just we like to have some of that stuff up just to remind us. That's a brick from the.
That ain't from Debo, is it?
So that's a brick from our old station, 440 East Main, before it was deconstructed.
Okay.
So we brought over a piece of our old station after it was demolished and the property's being repurposed. So.
I actually was at the brick they hit Debo with on Friday. It's a joke, man.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I can walk you back here, kind of show you some of the other areas that we have. Okay. I won't take you in the locker rooms just because I never know when somebody's gonna be in there changing. But we have one of the things we have in here is a quiet room. Sometimes officers get, you know, held over. They got a couple hours between when they get off shift and when they have court. They can come in here, have some quiet time. There's a TV and stuff.
I know about a quiet room.
Just to have a few minutes of quiet where they're not in the working area. Here we have our fitness center.
Okay.
So our fitness center is available to our staff, city staff. Has their own entrance that they make from the other side there. And they can come in here and utilize any of this fitness equipment.
I'm shocked. I didn't think I would see anybody in here.
Oh yeah, there's usually somebody in here. Usually can't come in here without bothering somebody. So.
Is he an officer?
No. Like I said, like the city employees, city employees as well have access to it. So
nice.
It's a nice opportunity for them to help keep themselves healthy and work through everything.
Yep. Did they tell you who I was, or they just said it's a guy up front?
I know that you had talked to Captain Roberts about a tour, so I knew there was a chance you were going to come by. So when they said, hey, this gentleman spoke with Captain Roberts about getting a tour, and I think maybe you had dealt with Sergeant Gray.
Derek Gray is the one that actually
And I called Gray to see if he was available, but he's on something right now, so I was like, well, I'll come visit with him. So this is our canine offices. We have 2 canine officers.
Is it a motion sensor thing? I was going to get a couple pictures of the dog if I can. What's this dog's name?
So we have 2 canines, Zeus, and the new dog that's in training right now is Yukon.
I like that name, Yukon.
Yeah, so he's a big, beautiful dog, and he's still in training. So
Officer Anderson, or that's Zeus.
Well, Zeus is the canine. Officer Anderson is his handler. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
They do great work for us, and Zeus is 8.5 years old already, so time flies by. It seems like he just went into service the other day.
And what do y'all feed him for, like, a reward? Like, if let's say you guys brought him out on a call and he actually find what you're looking for.
So they have a toy, a Kong, that is like the reward for the dog. So when the dog does what it's supposed to do, so if it searches when it's asked to search, if he alerts on a narcotic, or does a track, or does a successful bite and release, that type of thing, then they receive their Kong, their reward.
And
so
it's
just a Kong, and the,
he likes it that much that
yeah,
he's gonna
he's just
keep
that excited.
going for.
Yeah,
They don't give him
yeah.
like steak or nothing.
No, not steak.
Not
They're
a
just
steak?
that great. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is our roll call room. It's broke down right now because we have our VR system set up. The officers have been doing some training with our VR, which we received on a grant a little over a year ago. So that's why the room's kind of torn up. Usually there's lines of tables and chairs in here, but we only have so much space, and there was other stuff booked in the community room, so instead of setting it up there, we set it up in the roll call
It's
room.
funny, when I first hit the corner, when I come in here,
Yeah.
I thought these were like microphones. I thought y'all was
they're-
getting y'all
so
temptation
they're all
on.
tracking. So once you have like the VR set on your head and stuff, it tracks you in real time in the
Oh.
space. So as you move around the room, it moves you around inside the scenario and stuff.
I might have to come back. It really give y'all scenarios.
Oh yeah, it does all that stuff. It's very cool. So yeah, like I said, we got very fortunate, received it on a
I
grant.
might have to.
And so it's been amazing. This is the report call or report writing area for the officers. 6 workstations here for the patrol officers to work out of.
So they see me outside when I
So when
came.
they write, yep. We have security cameras to watch our property on the outside. Just never know.
Right.
Never know what's going to happen. That gives us good situational awareness. This is just some of the less exciting stuff. So just equipment and things like that. Our body worn cameras charge over here. We have flashlights or radios.
Is this where everyone get their body cam? And this is where they load them up at right here?
Yeah. So everybody, as you can see, they're all docked over here. The officers that aren't on duty right now, theirs are all docked. And so charging, that's where the uploads happen from. So once an officer takes off, like I'm wearing mine right now, if I took it off and plugged it into my unit, like everybody's got a mark. So there's mine.
And then
I put it in
instantly
there,
it loads.
And then it starts to download the video.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep, downloads the video, and then that goes up to a server that we're able to maintain the video on.
And what is this right here?
So that is, no one ever asked about that. That's awesome. So that is something we received during the COVID-19 pandemic. So they issued these out, and we were able to receive one, and it's a UV thing. So because the officers have to share like phones, keys, things like that, you put it into there. UV light doesn't damage anything, just cooks off any germs. So you put it in there for 90 seconds, and then when you're done, it's clean, and you're able to move it on to somebody else without any worries
That's
about.
cool. I never heard of it. That's
Yeah,
what's
so
up. And
it's,
I guess they would come up with something during COVID. Like
Yeah,
that.
it was. We were. It was kind of nerve-wracking for everybody because
Is this you guys' space right here?
So that's the patrol supervisor space.
Okay.
So there's 6 patrol supervisors that operate out of there. That's their office space in there. So they each have their own workstation just because of their additional duties and stuff like that. This is our area for our patrol lockers. Everybody has a patrol bag with their personal equipment that they keep in there.
This is like their gear that they put on?
No, this is like their gear that they carry in the car.
Okay.
So the gear that they put on is kept in the locker room. I'm not gonna walk you in there.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
And what are those? Are those or what you guys are wearing? Are those like level 4 vests?
These are level 3.
Level 3?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're level 3. So they're good for handgun protection and stuff like that. This is our property packaging area. We have 1 full-time property tech. The officers package all their evidence here, put them in these pass-through lockers. So the way they work is you package up your stuff, bag it up, put it in here. When you're done, you shut this door, push that button, that locks it, and then the property tech gets it from the other side and puts it into evidence.
Okay.
So that way there's a good chain of evidence and everything stays secure.
Okay.
Back there, actually I'll walk you out. We'll do this. We'll show you this section too. So we have an armory here. Officers have access to a weapon cleaning station, that kind of stuff, and then the actual armory and firearms team have access to their area back there, which has a workbench and stuff like that if they need to do any weapon armoring, anything like that. Yeah, like I said, we like to hang up pictures of our history. So
I love it, man.
That picture even predates me. That was a station that we had downtown, and our old public safety vehicles when we were still public safety, which when we were public safety, we did fire and police services. This is our detention area. So our detention area has 3 holding cells. They're all for temporary holding, so that's just long enough for us to process somebody. And then after that, they get transferred up to Johnson County.
This is where you do not want to be.
Or released.
Alright.
So that so anybody that's in here is just here long enough for us to process them, and then they're either released on bond or signature, or they're transferred to Johnson County.
One thing I must give y'all,
detention
man, it is really clean in Gardner. Like, even y'all cells is clean. Like, this is crazy. It's not where you want to be, but if you had to be, it's not bad. This is a big cell too.
Well,
yeah.
Luckily nobody's in there for more.
Nobody's
than
in there,
just
man.
a few minutes. So,
that's good.
Here we have our intoxilizer machine. Our intoxilizer is used for processing DUI investigations, and so that gives us a good, accurate blood alcohol content.
Okay.
People, here's our Sally port.
Do you mind blowing it for me? Do it work?
What's that?
Do it work?
Does it work? But yes, it does. But I don't want to waste a mouthpiece or anything.
Ah, okay.
Here's our Sally port. Our Sally port is drive-through, so officers are able to pull in, offload their prisoner here, walk them through a secure facility, so there's no worry about when they're trying to get them out of the car, the person trying to escape or something like that.
Okay.
And then it's drive-through, so after they drop from here, they can pull off. There you can see our patrol bikes. We have 4 patrol bikes. Our bike officers patrol around, mainly in the evening, but also at civic events, stuff like that. Provide support in crowd, be able to get around easily through crowded areas and things like that. So that's a nice thing.
This place is clean. Even just the Gardner, like the city, like everybody take good care of the yard. Do they get fined for having trash in their yard? I'm just curious.
There's codes, just like any city. There's codes, requirements for you to keep your property at a certain maintenance level. So you have to mow your grass. You have to you can't have refuge in your yard, things like that. So if we get a complaint on something like that, our codes officer we usually just try to, and we're usually able to get it resolved just by contacting somebody and let them know, hey, we received a complaint, that type of thing. And then the vast majority of those times that gets resolved without any kind of citation or anything like that. People just once in a while need to get reminded, or they've been busy and maybe haven't made it a priority because life gets hectic, right? We walk out and I can show you a squad car.
Oh yeah.
This area back here. Let's see if I can grab something. So back here we have covered parking for our vehicles when they're out of service. Usually when you see the vehicles parked along here, that's going to be units that are in service, like somebody's driving them at that time. Most of the cars that are underneath the Sally Port are usually out of service. That means nobody's operating out of them at this time. We have different types of vehicles for different assignments. I'm sure if you've been around town, you've seen that we have some cars that are completely unmarked, some of which are called ghost cars, which have our stripes, but they're black. All the writing is black.
I seen that. I just seen that.
We have a couple of those. We're getting ready to put in service a couple of Ford F-150s for the first time to help support our commercial vehicle safety unit, so that they can carry the scales easier, things like that. So those are going to go into service, but we still haven't got them completely outfitted yet and stuff. So
I never sat in the front seat of a police car.
Well, you can do that today.
Hey, can we turn the sirens on?
Yeah, we can probably do that. Well, go ahead and have a seat.
Hey.
Have a seat. You can ask about any equipment that you've seen that you're curious about.
Hey, y'all. This is really cool, man. So, can we open this?
Yeah, because it's powered down, we can open it. So we have our MDT. Our MDTs, when they're powered up and connected, tell dispatch where we are, what our unit number is, things like that. Shows our activity.
Guys, I never sat in the front seat, yet alone the driver's seat.
You got our radar unit there on the dash, the in-car camera system. You can see above your head there. This is
the speed.
Yep, that's the radar antenna. Yep, and then this is the brain calculation unit that you see right here.
Okay.
Up there, you'll see that the video screen for our video recording in the car, which there's a video camera up there,
Okay.
and then there's one in the back for any prisoners that we have in
Okay.
custody.
Okay, how we start this thing
There's
up?
our radio tree there.
So when y'all... So this is what y'all do when y'all... What if you want to tell somebody to get out the car? Where are you saying that at?
So we have over there on, it's not
Where you
very
at?
easy to get to without reaching at, sorry. So this is our PA system.
Can I see that? Get your ass out the car.
Well, there's usually not any need to talk to people like that.
Ah, you right, man. I just had to say that once. That's a ghost car.
That's a ghost car there, yep. Yep, sure is.
That's a radio. Now, how we turn the what do you do when you ready to turn your sirens on?
So the control for it is here. So there's a different stages switch. So that first stage just turns on the rear lights there. Second stage turns on your overheads. So that gives you reds and blues. Third stage is if we were in drive, would run the siren.
Pursuit?
Yeah, it would run the siren. That would turn on everything. And when we turn on our camera, or when we turn on our lights, it also turns on our camera.
Let me turn just to 2.
Okay.
Can I step out?
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate you, Mr. Hayes. Let me do that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. I know that never get used over there.
What's that?
That thing right there.
Which thing? The basketball hoop?
Yeah.
Oh, we play basketball.
Every
here.
blue moon, y'all do?
Yeah. So that's the back seat of our cars.
I don't want to test that out.
The back seat.
Yeah, I don't want to test it out.
Okay.
I'm sure it works.
It does. It does. The nice thing about these seat belts like this is that it allows you to put the seat belt on without having to lean over somebody. You know what I mean? It's less chance.
These look hard.
They are not comfy.
Oh, they is hard.
But after you've had to soak up someone else's urine out of a cloth
Ooh.
seat, it changes your perspective on whether.
Yeah,
this
we
seat
do
should
it
be
one
soft.
last time, man. I'm never getting in the back of one of these, so that's what it feel like. That hurts. Oh man, it's like one of those things my daughter
Luckily,
had.
usually our rides are short, so
Okay.
you know if we just go up to Olathe, and that's it's not the most comfortable ride, but it is just a few minutes. So that's kind of the grand tour.
You mind taking a walk around front on the outside?
Yeah, we can walk around.
Oh yeah. Can I ask you a question, maybe about how do you feel personally? I mean, you can do it work-wise or even personally. How do you feel about the First Amendment?
That it's important for people to express their rights. I think it's extremely important. That's part of the reason the country is great.
Oh yeah. So yes, guys, we just this is Captain Hayes I'm walking with. Gardner's been great. Been doing nothing but saluting them and just look at the landscape. Not just here, the whole city, everywhere we go, I've been shining a light on them how well they take care of their the landscape here. So stay with us.
Grab one of my cards since I didn't have any before to give you, so that way you know who you
Yeah.
visited with today.
And this is Captain Hayes, you guys. Great. I just want to shake your hand again. My name is Moses. So before we get out of here, let's say you at home sleep, right?
Okay.
And your best friend come beating on your door, ringing your doorbell for breakfast.
Okay.
All you got to eat is cookies, cereal, and milk. What do you open first?
Cereal.
Cereal? Okay. Okay. And what is the third and fourth letter in alphabet?
Third letter is C, fourth letter is D.
Okay. I got a new one. So let's say the Hilton's family has 7 children, and all the kids are 2 years apart.
Okay.
The oldest is 19. How old is the youngest?
Really challenging my math skills. I chose law enforcement because I'm not good at math. So the oldest
7
one is
kids.
19.
The oldest one is 19, and they
And
2 years apart. How old is the youngest?
You gonna make fun of me if I have to use my
I
fingers?
know, man. As long as you get it right, I tell my son, if you got to use your toes and your fingers, you make sure you get it right.
Sure. 7?
You got it right. Yeah. All right, Captain Hayes, man.
It
You
was
take
nice-
care,
it
man.
was
It's a
nice to
blessing.
meet you.
Let Roberts know that I did come.
I
Let
will.
Derek
I will.
Gray know I did come.
Sorry, Captain Roberts was at training this morning, so otherwise he would have handled it himself.
I know a few of y'all. Faith Jolly, tell her what's up. Hammer.
All right.
Yeah. You take
right.
care, man.
Have a great
Yes,
day.
sir. Yes, sir. All right, you guys. So, we leaving Gardner Police Department. They got the flag blowing high. Look like the police went there. She wrapped around. But that was a good encounter with Captain Hayes. I thought I was going to see Captain Roberts or Derek Gray, but hey, we met a new one. They all good out here, and I love it. Shout out to Gardner Police Department. If you guys want to see more content, if you guys like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. That always pushes us out to do more content. Smash that like button, and most definitely leave a comment. Until next time, Kansas City, peace.
Our processes or anything like that?
You know, I just kind of want to just come and take a look. You know, just to, you know, shine the light on how you guys gonna act with me coming to do a tour, man.
Okay, well good. Well, hopefully it was a positive experience.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. I know, like I said, when I stepped out,
And one more time, her name is Chief
Waldeck.
Waldeck.
So, yeah, and I know she was in a meeting when I stepped out, but I'll check and see if she's free now.
I just want to introduce myself, shake her hand. I'm not gonna. It'll be 30 seconds.
Yeah, I got you. Let me see.
All right. Again, that's Captain Hayes. I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. Kansas City, Gardner. I can't say it enough. How Gardner's being great. Very professional. Very clean. This is just the lobby. You can't find a piece of trash nowhere. But we waiting for I forget the name already, but we waiting on her.